Happy Fun Day Monday after Sunday Fun Day. Hope y'all are doing well today. So I haven't been putting out a lot of videos simply because I've been really working on my own circuits through my control panels, through the dials in which I operate, tweak, tone, tune in, and navigate how I'm personally doing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and etherically with this dome of energy in the demographics of where I live. So whatever's happening in my life, I am working on how do I react, respond, how am I transmitting, how do I transmute, what information is coming in, how fast is coming in, the pace of which I am translating and responding, my reactionary times to just life in general. And why do I do that? Because I pride myself on the stop, drop, sit, connect with my breath, and to become aware. And the only thing that I have control over is the me, myself, and I as source creator in this physical avatar portraying a life of Sandy. And so it's do no harm. It's do no harm by having my life be not so tweaked and toned and responding or reacting from a place of unkind or a place that I have to go back and rethink, could I have done that better? Did anything that I say, do, sense, portray out, emanate, create harm to anyone? So I need to harmonize all of my circuits on my control panel so I can be the best that I can possibly be in any given moment with any given thing occurring in my surroundings. And how does my inner dialogue converse with that can be translated as my behavior? So there's been a lot going on, and there's a lot of people saying there's this huge buildup and all these dates are occurring that's going to have this calamity of cyclones occurring all over this particular week. And although they may all occur or none or some, it's how am I handling myself? How am I navigating and guiding myself through the temperature changes in the climate that presents in my surroundings? And can I be one less in the chaos? And can I work on my control panel so that I'm not swept up, gobbled up, caught up in twisters that really don't involve me in certain ways, so I don't need to take up a stance to, for, or be in neutral. Maybe I could just be the observer. That many of you hear me talk about this for years. So this morning, I thought, well, before I go on shift, allow me to just go take a nice walk. So I do. And I live in a city, but I go through neighborhoods where there are some wooded areas or areas where a little more nature will present. I could have butterflies flying, multiple squirrels going insane, could have all kinds of things going on. But today, as I got on my path, I happened to look up and there was a deer standing there looking right at me. So I stopped and I had a telepathic conversation with my energy that I wasn't there to startle their nervous system, to just be in each other's perception of sight, to be in each other's smell and our hearing in the zone in which we were about 15, 20 feet apart. And so we stood there 20, 30 seconds. And I looked down, and when I looked back up, it moseyed along. I went down the hill only to feel something right at the tongue of my tennis shoe pinch me. And I looked down, and it was a bee, but it was a different kind of bee. Not really a sweat bee, not a bumblebee, not a yellow jacket. Really don't know what kind it was, but it bit the crap out of me. So I didn't reach down and like smash it. I reached down and like took my hand like this across my tongue of my tennis shoe and my ankle. And man, did that sting. But I said to myself, I'm okay, and I'm sorry if you landed in the wrong place, and I'm sorry you felt like you had to sting me, because as we know, bees have one stinger and they die. So I was sorry that I created that. So I continue my walk, and I come through another little area of a pathway that's wooded, and here's this little baby bunny, and it walks out in front of me and literally does a circle around me, and then scampered just far enough away to look and go, oh, okay, they're not chasing me. I'm not scared. They don't have a dog. I'm good. So I continued on my walk, and when I came back the same pathway, the same bunny came out and did a circle on my path. And I just smiled, because it reinforces the magnetic energy of Mother Earth, the electrical energies within my body, letting me know I'm safe and I can create safe space for my surroundings. And there doesn't need to be harm. I don't need to get all caught up in the events that occurred over this weekend, good, bad, or indifferent. I don't need to listen to anyone's opinions or to chime in on them. I don't feel the need to vocalize in a way that I'm trying to force people to hear what it is I have to say, so I'm going to convert you or kill you. Mentality. I am just not going to be in the herds or the fire drills that people look upon as creating their assertive boundaries. And you know, I was also thinking of those people who go into this, I've got to be revved up in order to complete a task, because it gives me something to fight for. And I look at that as a nervous system and a mentality of those who don't set their own priorities and boundaries. So they wait for their external environment to set their barometer and their boundaries for them, generally creating a very heightened sense of alert, hyper-focus, 11th hour mentality, got to get things done, pay attention. And that really wreaks havoc on the nervous system when you're not able to take an internal barometer and to judge your boundaries and when it is you need to be assertive, not so assertive, and complete the things that help to complete you on a safe cellular passage of all of your cells, your mitochondria, your nucleus, with the highest volume of love and health, to be on the path of your cellular self and to understand your soul's mission, and then to fortify that through all the pathways of working with your circuitry and control boards. And so then you really maintain the authentic directions and the adaptability to go through whatever weathering minor or major storms or whatever may present on your path for that particular day. So I encourage you to step into that breath, step into that awareness of what you see, sense, and you feel. And then after connecting with that breath for at least 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 breaths of intention, and let the cascade of oxygen flow through the body, moving the circulatory, moving the lymph, moving the body where it needs to go, bringing the blood from the extremities back to the core body, allowing yourself to regulate by setting those intentions instead of letting your regulatory system be governed by what is going on in your external environment and how quick do my reflexes need to be. And so we are really short-circuiting the hypothalamus, the pituitary, the hippocampus, the pineal gland, the brain, the heart, the nervous system, central sympathetic, parasympathetic. You are disrupting the digestive tract. You are disrupting how the liver will process. You're disrupting the glucose, insulin balances. You're disrupting the way the kidneys filter blood. You're disrupting everything in this physical apparatus that is the only thing that is carrying your cellular, spiritual source creator being self. This is your container. So don't you want to treat the container so it has some longevity and it has quality while it's gaining some quantity through its lessons and its experiences? I'm going to say yeah, but are you willing to do the work? So, stop, drop, sit, connect with that breath. Get the momentum of the breath going. Stretch the body. Stretch it. Get out there in your bare feet if you can, onto Mother Earth. Let the beautiful sun generate more vitamin D through the body, and every receptor of the body can't live without it. So you're blocking it when you're using chemical sunscreens and even natural sunscreens. So get out there early morning or late evening. Get yourself as much sun as you can to fortify and to reinforce the healthiness that you are and the pursuit of more healthiness, which is translated and read by the glow and the joy and the happiness barometer. And it shares the love and the respect you have for the me, myself, and I of you in this universe. So it starts with you. It starts with me. I'm still offering zone technique therapy for $99. It's a Zoom session. It can help balance the energetics, the vertebrae, the messages to the brain's messages to the vertebrae, balancing the systems of the body, helping you now work on your circuitry and control boards. Because you are the commander of this vehicle, and you are responsible for every aspect of your participation, good, bad, or indifferent. You are responsible. You are not a victim. Excuse me. You are not a victim of anything. You have the ability to maneuver and navigate each footprint on these pathways. And I can promise you, through zone technique therapy, breath work, and other things, excuse me, you are going to feel worlds of differences within thyself. And your apparatus will operate in a much higher dimensional way than you thought possible. So let's harmonize together, shall we? embodimentofthesoul.com. Email me for a session. We'll get it on the books. We'll get you moving. We'll get things circulatory, get the lymph, get all the messages to all the systems that you know and don't know. The key here is you will feel better. Even if you think you feel pretty damn good now. All right? Like, subscribe, and share this video. And by all means, I love every comment. See ya.